So anyway, let's just do some boy math and shit, and see if it adds up for the girls. I don't really, it's really hard to persuade the girls, man. But anyway, yeah. So, uh, this was around like some certain missions and shit, and when we were going over with our little boats and shit, and basically like what I did I post that shit, right? Sorry, and I was looking up some missions last night, basically under Germany. Yeah, I think I did. And then I was just like, "How? What'll happen if these were changed and this was changed around a bit, right? And these, like basically like in World War II, right? Like some reserve army in France are I don't know, revolutionary. I don't know some shit, right? So we had to watch your terms, man. But some dude, some group was about to get out of freaking some 330,000 or some stuff like that, some 300,000 plus, man. So yeah, these guys were getting out. It's really important though. I should put more respect on it. But it's just like I was just barely reading about it and trying to give you a synopsis and without really digging deep into it. And but yeah, from what I got, and like 300,000 rand were evacuated from like the shores of like France and around Calais, and where we went in as Americans, and like where we made point and shit. And so basically like they pulled out like 300,000 into the British group. And so there's like 300,000 people in UK that are part French, and they're mixing and mingling and fucking over the years. And so like like that. And Britain has a lot of French people there as proof of this. And so you got to write that shit down on blockchain and be like, yeah, man, like these guys have French blood. And so yeah, it's good. It's a good thing, like that, man. Like it just makes natives blood quantum shit all the more real too. It's like, yeah, go sit over there and go, pretend you're running shit. I was kidding out, but I'm just saying, man, it's just like, it's just cool, similarities and, no disrespect or nothing and shit, man. But, so, I mean, and then, yeah, they got him out and everything was cool, man. But basically, Germany, like, they spread their lines too thick, basically, ran too far, and like that. They knew, ran right at the last moment. They're like, yeah, man, something's coming and shit not coming, ran, but they're like, yeah, man, well, we have a chance and we should turn back too, ran. So they turned back too, ran. So I'm guessing somebody got paid off and shit, ran, and like, the fucking industry started turning and shit, ran. So like that, ran. You start seeing like little hints of that, ran, and just fucking ignore them and turn it back, ran. Like, hey, we're gonna save these tanks. We're gonna save all our fucking industrial. I'm like, yeah, fuck you guys, man. Like that, the high command, man. They're like, yeah, man. It's like that, sending in false information. Like, yeah, we just got, I fucking laid out and shit, man. Like, we lost half our unit, and then they're just walking back and shit, man. Like, fuck these guys, man. So like stuff like that was probably not happening, man. But like that, we're gonna probably start seeing stuff, and you can't blame them and shit, man. That's all I'm saying, man. It's like, so anyway, but yeah, though, basically, like, I was just like, yeah, what'll happen if they saw basically those plans? What was it, Dynamo? Yeah, basically the plans of Dynamo ran to Blitzkrieg, ran, and then they're like, yeah, they would have cut them off, they would have spread out, like that and this, and it would have, probably changed history, probably stopped the fucking Normandy from coming in because they would have doubled down and shit around that area, man. I'm like, cool. So that's what I mean. That's where they kind of messed up, man. All I'm saying is like that, right? Like you'll see, like some of these corporations pulling their shit back too, and being like, yeah, like don't, like that, right? Like shit matches up. It's not coincidence, basically, right? And like that, like Americans, basically on this side too, right? Like that's why I want to make the video, right? It's like Americans, and like British, right? And around that time, and like British had to give some shit to America, man, because like that, right? If the Blitzkrieg decided to fucking go that way and go into Britain, man, and start fucking, making their, like that, what America tried to do and go into, like that, fucking Germany's might have tried that. Germany might have fucking tried that shit too with everything they had, right? I don't know, maybe not, man, but like that, right? It's like anything could have fucking happened, man. So, but anyway, yeah. So basically, like, they got like Raytheon's tech, basically the early versions, NRL radio, microwave, and shit, right? They gave the Americans that shit, right? So they can mass produce it, right? And like that, when Germany was falling, that's when they were probably talking with these industrial giants and shit, right? In Germany and shit, right? And that's probably when like yeah, just fucking disobey them and shit, right? And like that, Russia too, right? And Russia's like, if you don't disobey them, man, the fucking Russians are right there and shit, right? We'll let them fucking have at you too, right? Because how Americans do, right? Like plausible deniability bits, right? Prove it and shit, right? Blockchain CIA shit, right? Like, so I mean, Bush's family's prints are all over this, right? You just can't prove it yet, right? But that blockchain's making sense now and shit, right? So I mean, when you see all this gold they were hoarding, right? It's giving up these fucking spots, right? Like that, right between right in the center of fucking Germany, like Berlin, Frankfurt, right in between Berlin and Frankfurt and shit, in that area, and some fucking spots there where these Germans used to put their trains around the Swiss Alps with all that gold shit showing up like that, right? They don't fucking like it, right? But it's like it's gonna happen either way, right? So I don't know. I'd rather just rip that fucking band-aid off now. Basically like that, man. It's like, sounds very similar, man. I was chasing gold too, man, but now they can melt that shit down. And I was like, yeah, the only way to track this is gold composition. Like, yeah, requires tests still really big like that, right? In the future, we'll probably have, in the future, man, we'll probably have these tests, and like, nah, here, these gold that you sell, right, especially from government and shit, right? Like, or like that, right? Like military, or I don't know, like that, man. So, it just has to be on blockchain. Like, yeah, you did your chemical composition. This isn't like fucking gold from Africa. This isn't gold from like fucking Asian, Asia Pacific and shit. And it's like, this is like, was found American, and like, these are American bars, and like, that's fucking even worse now. They're saying shit, right? Like, it's fucking native gold and shit, right? And he slaughtered all these, it's gold, right? I'm just kidding, man. So, but anyway, it's just stuff like that they fear, man. But it's not happy the other way. Might as well just fucking tell everybody, man. When this is like, just me saying that. It's like a fucking, industrial fucking petrochemicals, industrial, fucking wet dream and shit, right? And it's like, all those fucking records, like, yeah, how much gold do you guys have? Like Fort Knox shit, like, how much gold do you guys have, man? Like, can we use them? Like, how much, like, can we get a loan and shit, man? You guys have extra, man? It's like, all these questions fucking raised, and so that's the importance of this, and I'm just like, yeah, it sounds really eerily familiar and shit, right? And right now, the only people in America who are profiting are like, the oil, and then like, like that, right? Now it's spilling into the petrochemicals, or making smart petrochemicals that spills into the fucking schools and their smart AI for Republicans, man. That's why all these 10 schools are getting together, started with Michigan, and then I'm sure Stanford's in there, and Microsoft, fucking all those people over there, fucking like, how they just jack shit from fucking like India, and like, all their code and shit, right? And India is exposed, not India, but what I'm saying, man, they just kind of jack people's code and shit, right? So, yeah, but we're gonna see these, and then like that, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, you wrote the patent, man, but basically, like, yeah, like that, right? Like, we can decentralize from you, and like, give actual patent rights to this guy who actually deserves it and shit, right? So, like that will cut off your funding and just deal it this way. If you say anything or argue it, right? I'm like, cool, you just proved yourself a fucking court, right? But anyway, nah, it's just kind of like, that's where it's at right now, right? It's just all those Microsoft CIA ties, man. That's what I'm saying. That's when the fucking, honestly, that's when the Union and Confederate shit came up, right? And that's when I was like, is this really what's fucking happening like that, right? And like, all this cyber shit's pushing out the fucking Confederacy, right? And it's pushing them so close into Florida, right? That they're kind of spilling up upwards, right? And that's kind of what's making the map, right? So I was like, oh, I was like, that's why I started it with art, right? And then now it's like, oh, so once we started that, right, like, it's made it a fucking blockchain, man, by, using it as a guise, as a fucking game, man. I was a backdoor, man, like some fucking Black Mirror shit, man. Just drew on that paper, man, and fucking showed it with my QR code. I'm just kidding, but anyway, so yeah. But basically, like, I don't know. It's just cool. I like that one. I like that one, man. It's just like, yeah, really, it's just like some people fuck up your shit, really. Like this with AI, man. Like, you just fucking bought up Intel dispersing it and shit, man. And do the same thing. Be like, oh, you want to disperse Intel, right? All right, then, cool. So, all the power is decentralized from the people and shit, man. Cool. We'll take your fucking housing and decentralize the housing and shit. Not only that, what was it we were gonna do? We were gonna nationalize some fucking industry, right? Like, wait, hold on. Somebody was like, BNSF, yeah, BNSF and these guys, and BNSA and IBM, fucking Bayer, Monsanto, all these guys are nationalizing the railroad, like I said, man. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we nationalize that shit under this fucking plan, man. And like that, right? Once they start talking about it, all these guys get fucking scared, right? The petrochem, like, yeah, we're not gonna fucking, like, we see the ties. You guys fucking fell for the bait and shit, right? Like that, man. Jump all fucking over there, man. Fucking CIA is right there, FBI, right? Like, go ahead, yo, there's a fucking drone watching you, man. DARPA drone, man. We just kind of, overtook that. Otherwise, we're gonna fucking do away with DARPA, man. And that's a DARPA security risk, right? It's bleeding fucking Raytheon information. It's bleeding Lockheed information. It's bleeding our fucking chief of staffs and our fucking, special forces and Axon's fucking information, man. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like that. There's little drones that are walking, those 4x4 drones and shit, those 6-legged ones, and those fucking ones that fly with 6 legs and shit, man. It's like, they know that, man. It's like, that's what I mean. This logistics game, man. Like, we fucking know. Anyways, long ass video, man. I'm just like, yeah, might as well just fill it in, man, with filler and shit, man. But, yeah, it's my public opinions and shit. Yeah, I know, it doesn't reflect on any of these guys in any way, man. But I think that's it though. It's just that little piece and like that, right? Like this was DARPA, this was Lockheed before Lockheed was kind of a thing and shit, right? It was DARPA, right? When they came over with Raytheon and they just absorbed fucking Lockheed, in like that. We just fucking, I don't know, you guys know what I mean, right? So that's the key. Then like that, we absorbed the petrochemical industries of fucking Germany, and we applied it to America, right? And now like this, and like the only reason why we got there is because of the automotive industry and that mass production, man. So. Hey, it's like then they're trying to build their pockets in really fast, and And then they're gonna do the same thing to their high command, man. So I'm just saying, like right now, man, like they fucking inject their shit with the chip, man. Be like, we're watching everything, man. Like I have fucking, like updates second to second, man, on your health conditions, and if anything changes, man, boop, just pop them with the best antidote we have at the second and shit, man. So I'm saying that's how big this shit fucking goes, man. I'm just like, yeah, man, you me. Anyway,